Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's Friday, November 20th, 2020, and this is the Flight Sim News. So I posted the video yesterday detailing my quick run through, and really it was literally my first time loading up that new version from the open beta update of November 18th that added the F-14A Tomcat finally. All of the juicy new missions that they've included, the awesome additions to the World War II damage models for all of the warbirds, and the new air-to-ground mode for the joint helmet-mounted queuing system in the FA-18C Hornet in DCS World. And this is the changelog that covers all of the stuff that they've done in this update, and there's really too much to talk about and list. I'm going to throw this up here so you can check it out for yourself, but you know, there's a bunch of little fixes like B-17 wingmen do not open bay doors. They only the lead aircraft do. That has been fixed. AV-8B fixed crash in game if the AV-8B landing point was assigned to a Ticonderoga, Oliver Perry, or Arleigh Burke. They fixed some support for some mono sound devices. The new damage model, as we talked about, was turned on by default for all World War II aircraft. Calculations based on internal structure has been added to the World War II bombers. Not registered damage to landing gear has been fixed for the new damage model. A variety of fixes and updates for the Aviojet. A few updates for the AV-8B. A few updates for the JF-17 and the China Asset Pack by Deca Ironworks as well. A few fixes for the A-10C2 tank killer. A variety of fixes for the Hornet, which is the air-to-ground mode for the joint helmet mounting queuing system as we spoke of. Completed HUD TieD designation logic. Added GBU-32 and GBU-31 version 2 and version 4. ASL blank and auto mode has been fixed. Adjusted the AIM-9 family missiles drag. A few other odds and ends. Maybe about 4 or 5 things they've added for the Viper. Adjusted payload drag for the AIM-9. 3 Syria missions have snap views included, creating problems for the user. That has been fixed. 2 things for the Tiger. 1 thing for the Albatross. They fixed the altimeter in the Huey. The P-47 dive recovery flaps added to the flight model, and damage of structural elements from G-overload has been tuned. And of course the big one was they've added the F-14A Tomcat and the TF-30 engine, which includes the mid-compression bypass circuit, Mach lever, expanded compressor stall mode, hydromechanical fuel control, new thrust model, new engine spool dynamics, new afterburner model, updated nozzle logic, new audio, reshaped engine nacelles and added new nozzles. There are a few specific liveries that they've added, and then the complete external sound overhaul for both the TF-30 and the F-110 engines for both the A and the B model. In addition, all of the other things they've done was added simulated yaw string for both A and B models. Ooh, I thought that was just for the A. Okay, that's interesting. A new fire suppression system with keybinds, a new compression bypass circuit breaker keybind in the A only. New afterburner gate option with a keybind. New Jester features, Joker callout and Bingo fuel callout. And then tons and tons of stuff. Added F-14A versions of the Caucasus, Persian Gulf, and Syria Quick Start missions, which are a blast, by the way. Some of those are old favorites, especially the old Devil Dogs mission that I just love flying. Adjusted the B fuselage nacelle area for more roundness and visual fidelity. Adjusted afterburners to not show black streaks. Engine windmill speed now affected by relative wind direction. This list is massive. Updated the F-14B Syria takeoff instant action mission. So much. I mean, this is probably the longest list out of the entire open beta update. And rightfully so, because Heatblur's a fantastic developer, and it goes to show how much time and effort they've put into this, and they've really done a fantastic job of updating, not only giving us the A model, but updating things and fixing things that were in the B model as well. Added night vision goggles in the Viggen, and then 2 campaigns were updated. They were Baltic Dragon. The Raven 1 campaign looks like it's got a variety of fixes, and then the Enemy Within 3.0 campaign. Looks like this one keeps getting a lot of attention, the Raven 1 one. Like, they're just continually tweaking and fixing that one. But it is a fantastic update. And again, yesterday's video wasn't meant to be a review. This was just kind of my, first impressions, jumping in there head first without touching anything. I even had to redo my keybinds for the Tomcat. What really sucked is you get in there and all of my keybinds were gone from the F-14B, so I had to redo everything. And I think it's probably because of the new things they added with the A model. But that was probably the only bummer. The only other thing I noticed in this update was I had a lot of pausing that I don't remember ever noticing before in DCS. Granted, I haven't touched it for a long time. Really haven't had much use for it over the past month or so. I've been bored with it, to be honest, waiting for the F-14A, the Kiowa, and all the new stuff, and the World War II damage model update, so I may jump in there more now. But I did notice some nasty pausing, and I don't know if that was something that was added from this update or some of the last few updates. I've been doing the updates regularly, I just haven't been playing that much. So I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. Alright, Greg over at Reflected Simulations has once again done an awesome thing. His latest post says, if, like me, you grew up watching the Final Countdown 1,000 times, dreaming of piloting one of those VF-84 Tomcats as they played with those zeros, I have good news for you. I recreated that iconic mission using original sound outtakes from the movie. Follow the instructions and make CAG Owen proud. Check the README first in order to install the custom skins, and there's a download link right here. So what he's done is he's created a fantastic mission that lets you do the A model Tomcat versus some zeros. And if you're like me, you're scratching your head going, well, there are no zeros in DCS world. What kind of black magic is this? And I reached out and asked Greg, and he told me, he goes, they're just skins that go over top of either, what is it? I forgot if he said if it was BF 109s or Focke-Wulf 190. I get those two confused, man, nonstop. There's just 190 and 109 in the name. But whatever the case may be, one of those, he created skins for zeros to go over top of them to make them look like zeros. Pretty cool stuff, right? I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself, and I can't wait to check it out for myself. So this video came the day before the update, and this is the DCS F-18C Hornet November 17th update video by Matt Wagner.
Hey everyone, Wags here from Eagle Dynamics, and in an upcoming Hornet update we have a couple cool features coming your way. Both the air-to-ground mode for the helmet mount display, as well as the ability to designate targets through the HUD in any mode now. So first let's take a look at the air-to-ground mode of the HMD. So up ahead here at waypoint 1 we have it designated as our target, which you can see down here is the diamond, and here on the HUD, and also here on the SA page. Now we look off here to the right, we see a flashing diamond indicating that the target location is currently outside the field of view of the HMD. We have a target locator line pointing to the location, and you can see it's 22 degrees away. Moving to the other side, a similar thing. We have the flashing diamond indicating...
The video is almost 5 minutes long. It's really good video. It does a way better job than I did trying to look at the helmet-mounted queuing system update in my video yesterday, but that was me jumping in, fumbling around, never touching it, but for the first time. And Matt goes in, as always, and describes it very well. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. So here's an interesting video from Variable. Never heard of this guy. But he's got a shit ton of subscribers, so he must be doing something right. He's got like 51,000 subs. It is the full F-22 Raptor demo in the cockpit. Digital Combat Simulator World 4K. So he's doing all these maneuvers that you can do in the real F-22, I guess, kind of mimicking the Raptor demo that you could see at an air show is what my guess is here. Surprising part is he's doing this with the F-22 mod in DCS, and I always thought this mod was just like the F-15 with a skin put over top of it, but maybe I'm missing something and there's a better mod out there that I'm just not aware of. If anybody knows, feel free to let me know in the comments section of where I can get this mod, because this one looks like it's pretty cool for everything he's pulling off in it. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. Alright, PW Developer. These guys have a software solution called DCS UFC, and I've talked about it before in the news, and there's a new update available for it as of 34 minutes ago. However, yesterday they announced that they support the F-14A only in DCS UFC. Not sure why they wouldn't support the B model, but if you have this software and you're utilizing it, you might want to check this out. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and as always, you can check it out for yourself. Okay, this is fantastic news. So I know a lot of people have, certain loyalty to certain online portals for their games. Like I prefer to like Steam. Some people like Epic. I know a lot of people shit all over Epic and hated Epic at first, but I happen to go wherever everything is that I need. I've got a couple games on Epic. I got a bunch of games on Steam. I got some stuff over on Origin. I mean, it's kind of the world today where you get everything at different places. One place doesn't have them all. However, the one cool thing about the Epic Store is they continually give away some really cool free games from time to time. And right now, you can get Elite Dangerous for free. And it's free from now until November 26th at 11 a.m. For those of you that don't know, Elite Dangerous is a very well-respected space combat sim. It's been around for a good while now. I want to say at least 4 or 5 years that I'm aware of it being around. But it is really one of the coolest games you can get for VR. It's not easy by any means, though. I own it, and I just don't play it that much because it just seems like it's very grindy. You got to do a lot of stuff to get to the point to where you get a ship that's actually kind of fun to fly. But it doesn't take away from the fact that it's really immersive and it's really amazing in VR. When you're in those cockpits and you're looking around, you really feel like you're in a big ship. And that's one thing that they have going for them. And one of these days, if I could find some time and patience, which I have very little of, maybe I can actually enjoy it better myself. But again, for those of you that are looking for something different and have a VR headset and really want to jump in there, and this even works with Track IR, so you don't need VR. But my point is, this really is one of the best VR games you can get, period. And it's free. So I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and it should be just as simple as make yourself an account over on the Epic Games Store and download it for free. It's just that easy. So this is some fantastic news about Star Wars Squadrons. So Star Wars Squadrons Holiday Supply Drop Pilot Briefing. So basically, they are going to create some more content for it. November update. The first update will come this month on the 25th of November as part of Update 3.0. With it, there will be additional fixes, balancing changes, and tuning. Full details will be provided in its release notes, but the highlights are a new map and components coming to the game. So the new map is going to be Fostar Haven. It's a new multiplayer map. Looks like it would be fun. In addition, there will be some new components. It looks like they're going to add 4 new components for fighters and bombers. And then it goes on to talk about a couple other things. And then, but wait, there's more. And the December update is what looks to be the most promising. It says December will bring some of our most requested content to date, providing a nice final thank you gift for the holidays via Update 4.0. Like its predecessors, it also will be host bug fixes and other changes, all detailed in its own release notes. 2 new starfighters. That's right, we're adding 2 new starfighters, one for the New Republic and one for the Galactic Empire, each to round out your squadron. And of course, you couldn't get much more iconic than the B-Wing and the TIE Defender. that's fantastic news. I've always been a fan of the TIE Defender. Not as much the B-Wing. I play a lot of Star Wars Galaxies over the years, and those are two really cool ships. The B-Wing was never all that great, but the TIE Defender definitely was. But the B-Wing is so iconic. So it's going to be really kick-ass to see that drop. And then custom matches is also going to be part of the thing. And it says, well, maybe aside from the cosmetic of the child, there's something that's greatly requested to be an addition to the game, custom matches. And then they go on to say thank you, blah, blah, blah. But this is just fantastic news. And it's nice to see that, while we thought they weren't going to add any more to the game, they are supporting it rather well. It doesn't cost as much as a AAA title, and it's super fun. It really is. It's just still a great, fun game. And I love it. I really do. I've actually played more of that than I have most flight sims over the past couple months now, as I've awaited the F-14A and the World War II damage model fixes and some of the stuff that IL-2 has going on. So that's it for the Flight Sim News. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys.